walk up to them and ask them at some point.
Yeah, it would be completely impossible for us to decode this message. It will be the sort of thing that an archaeologist will look into centuries from now and still be unable to answer.
I wonder how much GoPro footage from dodgeball matches our archaeologists are going to find.
I always wonder what sort of internet content in general people are going to come by when they're digging up the 20th and the 21st century and not understand that things were being done ironically. And how much stuff we've dug up from the past and not understood that it was being done ironically.
Yeah, dinosaurs were ironically killing other dinosaurs. You know, it's hard to tell from just their bones.
Well, fun fact about dinosaurs is they didn't go extinct, they just evolved into birds.
Now off the rush, we see Byam blocking while still holding a couple of balls.
Oh, look at Richie there. You see her just sneaking up there, just like, oh, maybe they won't see me if I walk softly enough. But she was definitely threatening a catch the entire time, something she's well known for.
Byam with a good hit as well, although she is tagged out, and Thunder currently with a 5-on-4 player advantage. So that shot heading towards Baird, but she's able to block it cleanly. Talking things over with Jihwad. And yep, Papamick hit out there. No, sorry, that was a block. I think she looked over to the ref to make sure. So yeah, she's good. Now we see Kickass back to the line, 4 balls strong.
Berkeley there, pushing up.
Wall hit out, and then Berkeley hit out as well.
Yet another lefty playing in the right wing. I think that's been more common than seeing lefties in the left wing in this event. I think that the analysis was correct that a lot of players would prefer to have their body open towards the court rather than have their back towards everyone else.
Yeah, it depends what you're looking for as a wing. As we see Wilson hit out there, leaving just Schmigulski and Paparimic.
Kickass taking that from 5-on-4 to 4-on-2 very quickly.
Yeah, they have a lot of good throws on Kickass. I would imagine probably the best collection of arms in women's dodgeball at this tournament.
I would not be surprised. That being said, when they faced off against Strike 1919 earlier, Strike gave them a real run for their money because Strike is another team of women's arms.
Yeah.
Lots of very strong throws on that team, and does kind of go counter to the game that I would say Kickass is used to playing. Kickass did still win, though, 5-3. So it's worth noting that they were able to still take a victory.
And looks like Paparimic hit out, giving that point to Kickass, who did win the Ontario Provincials Championship. They also won Nationals last year.
They did against the Avonlea Armada in a fairly decisive victory. I do recall it being a close first half, but then the second half going almost entirely for Kickass.
Yeah, last year Kickass definitely looked like the clear strongest women's team in Canada. We'll see this year. I know they've had a couple of closer matches, so perhaps that gap is closing a little.
A lot of teams are studying them, right? If they're the team to beat and they've got footage online, that's what people are going to be looking at, trying to figure out what it's going to take. So kind of like the sports festival effect, so to speak, right? If you're the team that's on display, you're also going to be the team that people are able to study and to learn how to play against. But I would not be surprised if Kickass has changed up their strategy enough so that historical footage won't be a detriment to them.
Yeah, we see there are a couple of devastating windmills on Kickass as well. Both of the O'Quinn twins, as well as Kenley Croft. Pretty solid windmills. I know Byam's been working on it here and there. I don't know if it's competition ready yet, but also interesting. So most of the team currently playing out of the general Toronto area. Oh, that pop-up could not be caught off the block.
I was under the impression that it's called the Greater Toronto Area, but I could be mistaken.
It's my favorite Toronto area. The only player who's not from the GTA is Veronica Baird, who plays out of Hamilton.
Hamilton, I love their airport. It is a delightful little 2-gate airport, not hard to get around, and I'm just not a fan of Toronto Pearson.
Migelski hit out there. Actually, in Hamilton, they mostly play dodgeball with cloth balls, so the rules are a little different, the play style is a little different.
I was always under the impression that Niagara was where they play with cloth, but then I learned this weekend that is actually run by the players from Hamilton, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, a lot of overlap in those crowds.
Yeah, cloth dodgeball is a very different game, even if it is still the same game, so to speak. Just change one little thing, like a piece of equipment, and it can completely change the meta entirely.
April Ferentz called out there. Maybe she touched the line, because I don't think either shot actually connected with her.
Even just Berkeley on her own.
Berkeley against all of her national team teammates. Countered pretty. It's a little Jess O'Quinn showing a little kiss as she hit her out. Don't know if that's mind games or genuinely friendly. I'm going to guess friendly.
Knowing this crowd, that's an easy way to default.
So we see, I think this is the first time we've seen both O'Quinns on the floor at the same time. They're both receiving balls.
Oh, Kickass solid off of the snap there, I believe, hitting Schmigelski out.
Yeah, but Jess O'Quinn knocked out as well.
5-on-5. Berkeley popping a ball up.
It might have been catchable if Wall had seen it a little sooner, but no such luck.
I think she thought that Berkeley was going to go for it, not knowing that she was already out.
And we see Rowe throwing that low cross court. Shauna Rowe, a lefty who is playing the left corner. Also herself a veteran of the national team, I think 4 years.
In a row?
I believe so. She's been a fixture. Mora showing some good pressure from the side.
Nice sweep there from Rowe.
Now Wall and Ferentz are going to play defense while Kickass comes up with 4 balls. Ooh. But it does look like Ferentz could not elude that. She's smiling as she goes off. And Sugden will take over in the corner. Only 2 left. A couple of balls going over. And Croft is going to try and get the ball she's holding replaced. I'm not sure if maybe the ball retrievers inappropriately touched the balls or if it was just a throw clock violation. You got 10 seconds to let go of at least 1 ball when you have control.
Yeah, when it's your team's burden to throw, it's very important to remember that. It goes in order of the team with the most balls. If both teams have the same number of balls, then is whichever team has more players. If both teams have the same number of players, then it is whichever team was not told to throw most recently. So it goes like in turns, so to speak.
And they find both Sugden and Wall there for the 3-0 point. Kickass looking strong so far.
Yeah, Kickass with a 3-0 lead going into this next point. Looks like Kickass is probably going to end up having a 4-point half. They're playing really well. Thunder putting up a good fight, but not able to convert.
I mean, Thunder was able to rally against Wildlings earlier, so we will see if they can draw it back. Byam missing off the start. Berkeley faking in retaliation, but no damage done on the rush.
Yeah, if you were watching Berkeley, it didn't look like she'd activated the ball yet either, so that fake was purely aesthetic. She was not able to actually knock anyone out at that point.
Now the ball does have to be brought behind the attack line, which is about 10 feet back before you're allowed to throw it. Schmigelski checking. I think that bounced before it got to her, though. Refs confirm.
Can confirm.
And that time Girouard hit out.
Yeah, Papernick making the connection there.
Yeah, Berkeley as well knocked out, but Baird another trade-off. And now we see Kickass with 4. Ooh, Papernick making a grab. Got hit out as well, but once again, I think she'll take that. Now the Thunder coming up to the line, but Wilson unable to connect. Now it's Kickass's turn. See that windmill coming out, but O'Quinn getting tagged by Berkeley.
Well, looks like this may be Thunder's chance to put a point on the board, but It's not over, not even close. Oh, now it's getting closer.
Yeah, that ball finding Byam on the knees while she was low, just under the blocking ball. And it's just Jen Ritchie coming up to the line with a bit of a smile on her face. She's got that good low cross court. Looks effortless to release. She did get hit though.
Yeah.
Saying some nice words to Berkeley, who smiles as she turns around back to her team as well. So, seeing some good camaraderie out there again.
It looks like the referee flipped the wrong digit on the scoreboard.
No, that win was worth 10 points. I think
It's a moral victory.
Berkeley now saying, hey, I mean, we like it, but we want to earn it. So,
Wall a little slow off the opening rush there.
Shauna Rowe not going to be merciful in these circumstances. Baird hit out, though, on a good shot from, I think that was Schmigelski's ball. And we could be at sudden death.
It would appear so.
Back to the no blocking situation. Byam comes up. Let's go with a quick one, and does get tagged out. Try to release.
Going to be looking for that.
Yeah. It's an easy, well, relatively easy time to hit people while they're following through on their throw or still making their throwing motion. Ooh, Croft, I think, just missing Berkeley. Little fall down dodge. Now the Thunder hoping to get their second straight point in sudden death. Croft lunging forward for that ball while she is on her stomach. 4 players per side. And that ball just missing the mark from Rowe. So Jen Ritchie looking on her knees to see if there's a catch available. McQuinn kind of laughing. Got to keep it light while you play in sudden death here in a high stakes match. I'm sure this has impact for the standings. The last few throws haven't been finding the mark. We're going to see if Kickass can change that. Croft, I think put that right in the feet of Wilson. There's a cross court from O'Quinn onto Berkeley. Berkeley vulnerable. Rowe makes no mistake.
Yeah, it just punishes her for lying down there, feet first.
Now Ferentz and Sugden going to try and avenge their fallen teammates.
Sugden with a nice dodge underneath.
Yeah, but she does lose her teammate Ferentz. And Sugden alone, Rowe electing not to throw there.
Just waiting for the team. They're probably all going to just group it on her.
Yeah, Sugden going aggressive. I like it. Rowe gets hit there while she squares up to the shot. Looks like it was just a little bit outside on her. Sugden throwing and tagged. So Kickass finishes the half strong with their 4th point. Meanwhile, the Thunder have 1 point. I think overall Kickass has been in control of this match. I mean, Thunder's definitely shown some fight, but
I agree.
But yeah, Kickass so far looking stronger.
Yeah, Kickass has just been going in there with like calm, cool confidence, just making the hits. They don't seem to be missing their targets so much.
Yeah, I think when throws as good as theirs are on the money, it's going to be tough to beat them. So we'll see if maybe the bleacher side is the charmed side, or Thunder maybe still struggles to connect on a few more of their throws. They have not been playing poorly. It's just Kickass is a very strong team.
Agreed.
And here we go. Start of the second half. 10 more minutes to play in this one, plus whatever happens in sudden death. Berkeley, ooh. She's not shy about getting low on those dodges. Just sliding around on her stomach to avoid a shot. But we've got 6 on 6. And a block from O'Quinn. Rowe pressuring. Croft encouraging her teammates who are holding the balls in the middle. Mora and O'Quinn relaying instructions to the wings. They come up to the line. Ooh. That looks like a tag onto Wall. Berkeley avenges onto Rowe. I think Wall got hit up in maybe the mouth area, so Seems to be okay.
Yeah, she's shaking it off real quick.
And Berkeley's throw onto Croft doesn't connect. Now 5-on-4. Mora making the play call. And tags Berkeley with a great shot. Nice and low.
O'Quinn getting everybody to just calm down, regroup.
Yeah, Jess O'Quinn, number 10, showing off the O'Quinn mill there. Both O'Quinn's, I believe, champion softball players. Definitely elite softball players. So they have well-honed throwing skills. Croft there getting hit as she went low. Yeah, the O'Quinns can throw fearsome overhands and underhands. It actually does mess you up when you're trying to defend their throws, so. And we see in the back and forth.
Yeah, they connect on Wilson.
Yeah, Jess O'Quinn knocked out, but Wilson as well. Still, it's just Papernick. And I can't quite see who the other one is. It might be. Oh, that one's popped up.
Yeah, the numbers on the front of their jerseys are not terribly visible.
Yeah, so, you know, we'll say who it is as soon as we can be sure of it. And it looks like the cross court from, I think, Mora Founder and Papernick as well.
He's going to put it 5-1 for Kickass, putting this game very squarely in their hands.
Yeah, with, I want to say, about 7.5 minutes, if I remember the time from the start of the second half correctly. Lisa Mora, I think, the youngest member of this team, but with 2 years on the national team under her belt so far. And this time, nobody taking any big shots off the rush, although Papernick willing to threaten it. That is Schmigelski looking to let go, but Jack O'Quinn getting a ball back. And let's see where the count is. It's going to be whoever didn't throw last. The refs are saying it's the Thunder's turn to throw. Nope, Kickass, sorry. We see the throw from Mora. Richie blocking an incoming toss as well. Thunder left with 2 balls. Kickass is going to go on the offensive.
Richie taking that nice sidearm shot there that spun up to the left.
Well, she looks so casual as she throws it too. But it is effective. And Byam hit out, but I think she got Schmigelski as well.
Yeah, Kickass with the player advantage, so trades are well worth it.
I think that was Mora tagging Papernick as well. But at the moment, Thunder with 4 balls. Berkeley's going to connect the bonus ball. That one bounces before it finds Céline Girouard, who is actually playing out of Ottawa, so I guess that's another non-GTA player. And I think, yeah, that shot found Berkeley on the foot as she went low. That's actually where I keep getting hit. If I go low and I spread out my lower legs, they seem to get hit way too often.
Yeah, you want to try and keep your body tucked in as best as possible. Nice dodging there, but can't do anything about it. She got caught resetting.
Yeah, Jack O'Quinn making sure at the end there. Yeah, Kickass putting up their 6th point. All right, Thunder. Oh, that ball gets away from Jess O'Quinn. She's keeping her heart rate up by resetting those. Comes back with a smile. And referee David Armstrong is holding one ball, maybe swapping out for another.
I think somebody's requested that one of the balls be changed.
Yeah, so maybe they're just checking to see which one it is. And, yeah, Schmigelski hit that one from Byam. Maybe could have been saved if
somebody had been in the right position.
Yeah, that popped up at an awkward angle. Berkeley threatening the huddle. And finally takes it on Baird.
And a catch, too.
Yeah, and a hit, I think, but hey, good play. See some fun between between Berkeley and the Kickass team members again. And we see, I think that's Wall, did get hit out after a good aggressive play. She's showing confidence. You've got to show some confidence in this game. And Papernick missing Rowe on the cross court. Things slow down a little while Kickass comes to the line. There's an attack from, I believe that's Wall. Not a lot of balls in hand for Thunder at the moment. Could be trouble. It is trouble. Papernick hit out. Papernick's played well, but
Thunder's ball retriever is really having to run to get those balls to them, but doing a great job.
Now we see
Croft calling a play.
Yep, Schmigelski lets go. Croft with the windmill connecting and the overhand connecting as well. I think she was saying to her team, sorry, I saw it, I had to take it, but maybe I should have been a little cooler. That said, I mean, she connected, so.
It's hard to apologize for winning.
Yeah, Croft. Strong throws showing both the underhand and the overhand. She's also got some softball experience and great throwing mechanics. Yeah, Wall tagged out high. Berkeley evading a throw. Rowe as well. O'Quinn going low to avoid that one. That one pops up. Oh.
Rowe seems to be working her way to the left side of the court. Oh, and she gets tagged out too.
I think a ball that Jess O'Quinn blocked may have hit one of her teammates there. It's always hard when a ball that you don't think is a live ball actually is.
Yep.
And Schmigelski hit out. Mora doing well to keep up the energy on the left side right now. Kickass actually sporting not only jerseys that have their team name, but headbands too. Accessorizing for nationals. I like it.
Building a brand.
Croft handing off to O'Quinn in the corner there. Yeah, building a brand. It's good for forging a team identity. Mora with a good low block. We see Northern Touch member Malik Yassain is doing ball retriever duties behind the team. Helps him stay warm between matches. Thunder coming up to the line. And we see a couple of throws missing. Yeah, Sugden staying in there, but not quite connecting with anybody. The far side, Ferentz showing pressure.
So Giroir almost reached for a catch there and then think better of it. Oh, and then she gets hit in the shoulder.
Yeah.
And that just confirms the end of the round there. I think that's ended the game at this point.
It's pretty close. I think there's still a little under a minute left.
It looked like they were high-fiving like the game was over.
I mean, the result is more or less over, but they're still playing for pride. They're still playing for a bit of momentum. And off the rush, Schmigelski hit in the foot. Baird as well, hit out. 1 for 1 on the rush. And let's see what happens as Thunder comes up. See a couple of throws towards Jihouad. He goes low, formidable catcher. But neither of the throws was on her body, so she didn't have a chance to try. Berkeley threatening. And the throws from Byam. And Mora going toward Papernick.
Richie getting tagged out.
Yeah, and I think Jihouad checking to see if that bounced or if she snatched it before it hit the ground.
I think she's getting ruled out.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I know she got her hands on it first, but I think it hit the ground before she got control. So Byam and Mora now, the last two standing. Thunder maybe going to get their second point. Sudden death starting now.
Thunder just waiting for Kickass to throw, but it's their turn to throw. Knocking the balls away from Byam.
Yeah, Byam had set them down to maybe look for the catch, but instead the incoming throw knocked them both away. Berkeley tags her. Now it's just Mora goes high on that one, missing. Mora evading that throw, but stepping on the back line, which is a unceremonious way for that point to end, but still, Kickass with a strong victory, 7-2 on the scoreboard. Thunder had some moments. They just couldn't quite string enough of them together to get more than 2 points, unfortunately.
You know, they took a point early on, and they took the last point. And taking that last point is a great way to end out a match, even if it's a bit of a blowout. It's always nice to get that momentum right at the end there, give you a moral victory, know that you can take points off that team. And just in general, that'll be good for their team morale going into their next games.
I see Berkeley hugging every single member of Kickass. High fives for the rest of the line. Yeah, that will segue from one women's match to another high-profile women's match, Wildlings and Valkyrie. The number 3 and number 2 seeds out of the Ontario Provincials qualifiers.
Yeah, I'm excited for this.
Yeah, whoa, the voice changed.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Kevin.
Suddenly, no longer Stacy. Kevin on the mic.
So Wildlings and Valkyrie, here's another...